Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're getting into something really quite insightful. It's from the H7O Ministries daily devotional. The piece is called The Faithful Steward's Vigil, a call to account.
Mhm.
And for anyone maybe new to H7O, they really focus on these profound spiritual insights. And this one, it zeroes in on faithfulness,
Yeah.
accountability. What do we do with what we're given? It draws on some powerful parables.
Yeah, and our goal today really is to pull out some actionable things from these texts,
Mm.
especially Luke chapter 12. We want to go beyond just theological ideas. How does this apply to your life right now?
Practical guidance. I like that.
Exactly. What can these old stories teach us about our responsibilities today?
Okay, let's dig into this a bit. That passage in Luke 12, it's pretty direct, isn't it?
It is.
What's maybe the biggest misunderstanding people have about being a, quote, faithful steward that this parable just cuts right through?
Oh, that's a great question. Well, the core text, Luke 12.43 and then 47:48, it emphasizes that blessed servant, the one found doing so when the master returns.
Right, caught in the act of being faithful.
Exactly. And then there's that really powerful principle, from whom much is given, much will be required,
Mhm.
and to whom much has been entrusted, much more will be required. I think the biggest misconception is that being faithful is just passive, like just waiting or just believing in your head.
Mhm.
This parable flips that completely. It's about active work, diligent doing. You see the faithful servant, they're working hard even when the master's away. Why? Because they know deep down, the one who sees all is always aware,
They live with that accountability.
right? And then you contrast that with the unfaithful servant. They lose sight of the master's return, that accountability, and boom, selfishness, neglect. And it's not just about, spiritual stuff in a narrow sense.
Mm.
It's a mirror for all of life. It's a warning, really. What you do with anything you're entrusted with, time, talent, resources, it matters.
Mhm.
And you will be held accountable.
What I find fascinating, too, is how the devotional pulls out these four, really clear principles from it. Let's unpack those.
Absolutely. Okay, first one. Vigilance is active, not passive.
Oh.
So it's not just sitting around waiting for something to happen in the future.
Right.
It's about living right now in a way that you're ready to give an account. Any moment. Think about it like maybe a business owner who's always improving things, even when no investors are looking over their shoulder. They know the market demands it eventually. That's active vigilance. Preparing.
Not just waiting, but preparing.
Second, every gift is a responsibility. Doesn't matter if it's spiritual gifts, leadership roles you have, maybe opportunities to serve. They're all entrusted, and an account is coming.
And that applies broadly, right? Not just church stuff.
Oh, definitely. Your skills at work, your ability to lead a small group, even just your time and energy. Those are all entrusted resources.
Okay, got it. What's the third?
Third, faithfulness is measured in the ordinary. The servant who gets blessed, they're found just,
Yeah.
doing what they were supposed to be doing, the everyday tasks, even when it seems like the master's taken a long time.
That really hits home for me. It's easy to think about big, dramatic moments.
Mm-hmm.
But this reminds us the consistency, isn't it? Just showing up day after day, doing the small things well.
That's exactly it. Consistency. And the final one, God's justice is proportional. Simple idea, really profound implications. If you know more, you answer for more.
Okay.
It means the judgment is fair, tailored to what you received, but it's also demanding, especially for those who received a lot.
So more responsibility comes with more blessing, more knowledge.
Precisely. It's a principle you see everywhere, really. Leadership, even parenting.
Yeah.
More capacity means higher expectations for using it responsibly. It's about fairness, but also growth.
That idea of proportional justice, it feels fair, like you said, but for those of us who maybe feel we have been given a lot, it can also feel a bit heavy, daunting.
It can, yeah.
How do you balance that weight of accountability with, grace? Or just being kind to yourself?
That's such a crucial point, because the call is definitely to action. It's not meant to paralyze you with fear, but it does raise an important question for all of us, doesn't it? You have to ask yourself, am I living my life like I'm on a mission, or am I maybe just seeking comfort?
Oof. Yeah.
And where has God entrusted me with something specific, a talent, an opportunity, relationship? Am I being negligent there? Am I kind of asleep at the wheel in that area?
The devotional gives some really practical takeaways here, too.
It does.
First, serve as one who gives an account. Live with the awareness that every action, every word, every resource you manage, it's like planting seeds, right? Seeds before God.
Live with that internal perspective, yes.
Second, value the time of waiting. That delay we talked about. It's not empty space. It's actually an opportunity. to prepare, to grow, to mature.
Yeah, it's so easy to waste that waiting time, isn't it? Just scrolling, distracting ourselves.
Totally. This is a sharp reminder. Every minute is a chance to build something meaningful.
And the last one.
Exercise with zeal what has been given to you. Use your gifts passionately. If you're meant to teach, teach with everything you've got. If you lead, lead justly. If you have insight, share it boldly.
Mm. It comes back to doing, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Faithfulness isn't about what we say we'll do or what we intend. It's measured by what we actually do with the time and gifts we have right now.
Absolutely. So the big takeaway from this deep dive, it feels like, faithfulness is about that diligent action, stewardship, right here, right now, and always remembering that core truth. To whom much has been entrusted, much more will be required.
Yeah. And maybe a final thought for you to chew on this week. How does that idea, that concept of proportional justice, how does it challenge your sense of personal responsibility, not just in obviously spiritual things, but in every single area where you've been given something, a skill, a platform, influence, even just your unique voice? How does that change how you approach it?
That's a great question to sit with. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive. And a really special thank you goes out to the whole H7O community. We appreciate your support and the wisdom you share. If you want to learn more about the H7O ministry or maybe support their work, you can find everything at h7o.life. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a blessed